Right, now that we've made sure that all the information on our master sheet is up to date, we're actually going to save this quote. File, save as, and we go back. I use this top line. I click on sales and quotes. We must make sure we don't save our quotes over the master quote sheet. So here we go, is our last quote. There we put in our year, our month. So when I did this, it was 2014, the 6th month, and the last quote was 342. So the next number is 343. The customer is test. Customer, also in caps. Note over here, let me show you how neatly everything is got. There's after the number there's one space, there's a hyphen, another space, customers in caps on everybody, and a brief description of what we're quoting on. Description of project. Yeah. Okay. Save. Continue. Right. So now we've saved it. There is the information of the quote, and we haven't messed with our master sheet except for adding the customer for everyone else. Over here, we need to now update the information here so that the two correlate. Alright, the month and the number is 43. Right. We need to click on, right, here we need to select a project category. We'll cover that shortly. Apologies. Here we go. Here is a sample quote and description of project goes here. For example, year-end gifts, blah, 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 blah. Okay, it's just a brief description. Then what happens is we're going to go to the left-hand side over here of the quote. I'm going to move across. Here we're going to add our new client. We're going to go back down in alphabetical order because we did sort it, and this will have pulled all the information that we need. New client name. Select the project. We are going to quote them on brand development and design. The rep does not change because Natasha is the rep. Kind of order. It is a new business and straight commission. Right, we're going to click save again. Continue. Right, now we're going to actually start with the actual quote, and we're going to start with the information here. We're going to put in the description. We are going to do ceramic mug. Now, this is important. If somebody opens it up at a later stage, they need to understand what exactly this ceramic mug entailed. It was red with a one color screen print on the outside, for example. Normally we print on the outside, but on a jacket you would print on a certain position. So you tell them the position, the color of the product, what kind of branding it is, and the position that it is. Right. Who the supplier is. Supplier 1. The branding company is Mr. Branding. Mr. Branding. You will have selected your supplier. Okay, so let's say it's just a new general supplier and we're not sure. We haven't actually used them before. Here we go. The code, the email. So the quote number that the client gave us, or the code of their product, is RR259. This is the product number that the supplier gives us. So when we're ordering something, we need to give them that code so they know what item we are ordering. The customer's reference number, so this is their code. This is how we create a code. So the code we would create would be BNG for Brand Navigator Group, a space. We would take the 259 from that code and then we would add the code that is allocated to each supplier at the end, space GX. Right. We automatically know who's going to be delivering it. Trevor is our driver, and we would add general margin because we're not certain of what markup we're going to put, for example, but there are alternative different products. Depending on what we do, you select the right line item. Put the quantity we're going to have. We're going to order 500 of these mugs. I'm going to skip back for a second. And we're going to scroll down, and we're going to go down to gifts and giveaways. Right, the cost price, I'm going to thumbsuck a price. Let's say it's 25 Rand. The branding they've told me is 3 Rand. Other unit costs, we have going to put a special gift bag with each of these, and that is going to be 5 Rand 65. The transport, don't touch that. The artwork cost, they've told us there is a setup cost of 350 Rand for the whole project. Right, we have now captured, take a look here, we've captured all the information. The system has now told us what our selling price will be. There is our customer code that we've created. There is a clear explanation of what we're quoting on, the quantity and the unit price. Here it is, the new client's name, that is the company name we gave it, Eastern Branch, which is the branch we discussed. It's already told it the postal code, the delivery address. There's our customer code, the VAT number, which would have been applicable if they were given us the information, and the terms. All the information has been populated, including giving specialized codes to which revenue stream this comes from. Let's click Save. I want to take a quick minute to pop back to this end of the quote and explain to you just these items very carefully for you. Cost price is the price of the actual item we're buying. For example, a 25 Rand for the mug. That's the red mug without any branding or any printing on it. The unit price, have a look here, unit price per item to brand it. Here's any other item. See, if you roll over, it'll give you a bit of a splurb. The transport cost is automatically predicted. The artwork, what happens is if you're quoting on 500 mugs and the artwork setup fee is 350, you need to understand there's a big difference between the 3 Rand and the 350, because the 350 Rand is spread over 500 units. So mathematically, it would be 350 Rand divided by 500. The system, the spreadsheet already captures that and does that information for you, but if you happen to put the 350 Rand in here, let's have a look at what our selling price would change to. There's nobody way. Somebody is going to be paying 878 Rand for a mug. It's not going to happen. Let's go back there and fix it. Let's say, for example, on this quote, we're actually selling a jacket, a t-shirt. A t-shirt, royal blue with one color print on the front pocket. Remember, these are different in size. And 2 color A4 print on the back. Right. We'll just leave the price like that for example. We're going to go back to our unit branding cost. There's 2 costs involved now. So let's, for example, say that they told us it was going to be 8 Rand for the print on the back plus 6 Rand 50 for the print on the front. I've now done it, so if somebody else comes and looks at my quote and they click on that cell, they will be able to see how I came to that amount. I will have the quote reference from the client or the code, and I can right click here to add a comment which says back print, and front print. Perfect. Now we can go across and it's updated all the information that we need. Click Save.